Welcome everyone. Welcome to Purple Lunarose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight I'm going to be doing a surprise pick a card focusing on the spring equinox. Guys, we are multi-streaming, so we're on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok all at the same time. Welcome everyone. I hope we have sound and picture is okay. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous, but I believe I have hit all the hi there right buttons and we we should be okay. All right guys, Sherry comes in first. Welcome Sherry. Let me know guys, do we have sound, we have picture, everything okay for everyone? I forgot to open my TikTok. Luckily sister is here with me tonight, so sister is going to join us in the comments, in the chat, and she may pop over to TikTok maybe and say hello. She was just telling me it's super quiet over there and people don't talk. And I told her, I know everybody is super shy. But hopefully, as we grow, over there, people will get more comfortable and say hello, right? All right, guys. So, spring equinox is coming March 20th. I'm super excited about it. I've been talking so much about this energy coming in, but I do want to talk to you a little bit about the Virgo lunar eclipse that we're actually experiencing right now. This energy, this eclipse is happening. Today is March 13th, 2025. It's actually going to peak around 2:59 a.m. Eastern time, and that's going to be tomorrow morning, March 14th. This Virgo lunar eclipse just keeps getting more and more powerful, so I thought it would be really important that we just touched on the energy, talked about it a little bit, and then we'll jump into the spring equinox, and then of course we'll do our pick a card, right? Tonight there's going to be 4 groups, so that's what you're picking. I put it on the thumbnail. You're picking the 4 flowers, right? 1, 2, 3, or 4. And again, we're going to look at what's blooming, what's coming in with this exciting spring equinox energy. I see Sandra coming in. Vanessa says sound and picture is good. That is music to my ears. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, let's get into Virgo lunar eclipse. Now, remember, I've talked about this lunar eclipse coming, for how long have we been talking? 2 weeks now. We've been talking about this lunar eclipse, right? It's here. It's here right now. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something a little bit different this time. And I did this over on Facebook. I had a lot of fun with it. If you have your birth charts, guys, get your birth charts out. If you know your birth chart, where is Virgo on your birth chart? Where is Virgo on your birth chart? If you know, tell me in the chat. If you're watching the replay, tell me in the comments, right? Where is Virgo? What house does Virgo represent on your chart? Because I'm going to break down all 12 houses. I'm going to break down all 12 houses and I'm going to tell you how this lunar eclipse, this very powerful, powerful eclipse, is going to impact you personally based on where Virgo is on your birth chart. Everybody with me? We're going to move through it pretty quickly. Vanessa says rules the 8th house. I love it. Sherry's picking group 4. I'm picking group 3. I know I'm stubborn. It's the Aries in me. All right, guys. Guys, Virgo is my 3rd house. It's my 3rd house on my chart. All right, so I'm going to break them down. Ready? Virgo lunar eclipse happening right now. Peaks at 2:59 a.m. in the morning. If Virgo is your 1st house, this eclipse could bring about a significant shift in how you see yourself or how others perceive you. You may feel compelled to reinvent yourself or make changes to your appearance, personality, or approach to life. Self-discovery, personal transformation, and new beginnings is going to be the theme for you if Virgo is in your 1st house. Everybody with me? All right, if Virgo is in your 2nd house, this is going to be about finances, values, and possessions. So financial matters may come up into focus, prompting you to reassess your relationship with money, resources, and material possessions. Unexpected changes in income or spending habits are possible. And reevaluating what you value and how you manage your resources will be the theme with the Virgo lunar eclipse. If again, Virgo is in your 2nd house. Guys, Knox is with us. Sister's new Puppy, he's super cute, super fun, and I think he's super well behaved, especially for a 5-month-old puppy. But if you hear us making, extra noises, that's what we're doing. Okay, so third house. This is me. Virgo is my third house. This is going to be communication, siblings, and short trips. So this eclipse may bring important news or conversations that shift your perspective. Relationships with siblings or neighbors could undergo changes. Be mindful of any miscommunications at this time, right? Clarity in communication and rethinking your immediate environment is going to be the theme if Virgo is in your third house. All right, fourth house. If you have Virgo in your fourth house, home, family, roots, the family dynamics or living situation may shift dramatically, and you could feel a strong pull to address unresolved emotions related to like home and childhood issues. Emotional security and creating a stable foundation is going to be the theme with this particular. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't cause a lot of noise. I just noticed that the mic had dropped, so I had to pick it up. Again, my apologies. I hope it wasn't too bad. All right. Virgo, if you have Virgo in your fifth house, Virgo, fifth house, creativity, creative projects or romantic relationships may reach a turning point. If you have children, their lives could be a focus at this time, and this is a time to embrace self-expression and joy. Letting go of what no longer brings you happiness or embracing passion is going to be the theme if you have Virgo in the fifth house. All right, let me know, ladies. We still have sound. Everything is okay. I noticed that mic dropped and I freaked out. All right, I'm going to keep going. Virgo in the sixth house. Who has Virgo in the sixth house? Virgo loves being in the sixth house, right? Natural ruler of the sixth house. So your work environment or health habits may undergo significant changes. This is a good time to address any lingering health issues or make adjustments to your daily routines. Improving efficiency and your well-being is going to be the theme with the Virgo lunar eclipse if you have Virgo in your sixth house. All right, seventh house, partnerships and marriage. Who has Virgo in the seventh house? Relationships, both personal and professional, may reach a critical juncture. This eclipse will bring endings or new beginnings in partnerships. Be open to compromise and growth, and balancing your needs with those of others is going to be the theme for those of you that have Virgo in your sixth house. I'm sorry, seventh house, my bad. The mic is dropping again. Look at it, sister. Watch. Just start sliding down by itself. It's just that I don't have it wrapped around there good enough. But how weird, right? All right, guys. Eighth house Virgo. Who said they had eighth house Virgo? All right. Oh no, I'm not worried. I think it's stuck now. I think it's okay. Thank you. All right, so eighth house Virgo, eighth house is transformation, shared resources, and intimacy. So deep emotional transformations are possible, particularly in areas related to intimacy, shared finances, or inherited resources. Letting go of old patterns is going to be key, and your theme is going to be rebirth and releasing what no longer serves you. Ninth house. Who has ninth house Virgo? Your beliefs or worldview may undergo a significant shift. Travel or education pursuits could bring unexpected opportunities or challenges. Expanding your horizons and embracing new perspectives will be your theme with the Virgo lunar eclipse. If you have Virgo in your 10th house, the impact is going to be career matters, and they may come to a head, prompting changes in your professional life or public image. This is going to be a time to reassess your long-term goals and ambitions. The theme for you is going to be aligning your career with your true purpose. All right, 11th house. So for those of you that have Virgo in the 11th house, this is friendships, goals, and community. So your social circle or long-term goals may shift. Friendships and group affirmations could undergo changes, and you may feel inspired to pursue new aspirations. The theme for you is going to be letting go of outdated dreams and embracing new ones. And then lastly is going to be the 12th house. So if you have Virgo in your 12th house, this is about spirituality, subconscious, and endings. This impact is going to be that it's going to bring hidden emotions or subconscious patterns to the surface. It's a powerful time for spiritual growth, healing, and releasing past baggage. The theme for you, if you have Virgo in your 12th house, is going to be surrendering to the unknown and trusting the process of transformation. All right, so here's some general advice for lunar eclipses in general, right? This is a time to release and let go. Eclipses often bring endings, making space for new beginnings. So be open to releasing what no longer serves you. Stay grounded. Eclipses can feel very intense. So practice self care and grounding techniques like meditation or spending time in nature. I remember when I first started my spiritual awakening and I was learning this stuff and it sounded so lulu lala to me. But to now actually do it and put it into practice and see it work is, I don't know, amazing, right? Stick to your plans. Eclipses can cloud judgment, so it's best to stick to your plans and avoid making any significant changes or decisions until this energy settles again. All right, guys, that's going to be the Virgo eclipse that we're experiencing again right now. So I hope all that information was helpful. Sound is good. Audio check. Thank you, Sandra. All right, let's keep going. So now I'm going to tell you about Spring Equinox. Spring Equinox is happening on March 20th. This is marking the official start of spring in the Northern Hemisphere. Yay, my favorite time of year. Mostly, my birthday and all. But this is going to be a time for balance, renewal, and new beginnings. This is where the day and night nearly equal in length. The sun is going to move into Aries. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so it's going to ignite a very fiery, dynamic energy. It's going to encourage us to take action, initiative, and of course, it's all about fresh starts. So today, or tonight, I'm going to give you a breakdown of the energy of the spring equinox. I'm going to show you how it's going to impact the collective, and then we'll break down each zodiac sign. For tonight, I know I'm really specific normally with these, but for tonight, I really am going to say sun, moon, and rising. I feel like all three could be very relatable and resonate, right? All right, so let's start with the collective energies first. So spring equinox 2025 is renewal, or spring equinox period. It's renewal and rebirth. It symbolizes a rebirth and regeneration period. So the collective energy will feel this very invigorating energy. It could urge you to shed old habits, patterns, and limitations. Aries fire is going to be potent because the sun will be in Aries and it's a bold, pioneering energy. So the collective will feel motivated to take action and start new projects and embrace courage. The equinox itself represents balance. So there's an opportunity to find equilibrium in relationships, work, and personal growth. Aries influences encourages innovation and risk taking. It's very much Aries energy, right? We talked a little bit about that last night. The collective may feel a push to break free from stagnation and embrace change. And let's talk about that a little bit more because I feel like I've heard a lot of other astrologers talk about this Aries influence and the risk taking. And right now, again, state of the world that we live in, March 13, 2025, we're a little, I feel like people are in fear, financial instability or instability. I'm making up words now. But you know what I'm saying? And like this is very collective. This is very, much more really than just the collective. So risk taking is not, I'm not telling you to go to the casino and blow your money. Okay. I'm not saying that. But if you ever, and here's another thing, people are like, well, this isn't a time to invest. You know what? People also tell you that you shouldn't manifest during eclipses. Um, I'm going to be the first to tell you that I've never listened to those rules. Again, it could be because I'm the Aries and I just don't follow the rules. Aries is it's a power energy. It makes its own rules. I don't know how to explain it. Um, this is the time to not sit on your butt and take the opportunities that are being given to you. I guess that's the best way I could say that. But when I'm talking about risk taking, I'm not telling you to like go gamble your money away. That's not what I mean by that energy. Aries, I don't think is a gambler. Aries is, I mean, we don't have to know everything for sure, like head first, but I mean, like, like to go in head first, but we don't like to be wrong either. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like we tend to check, double check, triple check, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to be wrong. That's definitely some stubborn Aries, a little like cocky energy, right? Aries influence will also encourage you to focus on your individuality, but connect that individuality in a way with the equinox energy that you'll be able to work together with others. So community and collaboration is actually a really good thing for this specific time, the spring equinox, which is interesting because someone asked me to collaborate just today, but unfortunately I'm in the middle of this process of moving and transformation, and it's just a lot going on, but it's definitely a good time for such things, right? All right, let's break down each zodiac sign and how each zodiac sign may feel. Again, I'm going to tell you sun, moon, or rising. I'm not going to be picky about it, and all three may, ring true. All right, let's start with Aries. So Aries, March 21st through April 19th. Aries, this is your time to shine. The sun is literally in your sign, and it brings confidence, vitality, and a strong desire to take the lead. Some actions or steps that you could take right now is to set clear goals, start new projects, and to step into leadership roles. Focus on self-care and avoid impulsivity. That's going to be huge for Aries. All right, Taurus. Again, sun, moon, or rising, April 20th through May 20th. We have a time for introspection and preparation. You may feel a need to slow down and plan before taking action. Reflect on your goals, organize your finances, and recharge your energy. Patience will be key at this time. All right, Gemini. So your energy is going to be social connections and communication. You're going to feel inspired to network and share ideas. Some actionable steps you can take at this time is going to be collaborating with others and joining groups to express your creativity. Avoid spreading yourself too thin at this time. Cancer. So your energy, career, and public image are in focus. You may feel ambitious and ready to take on new responsibilities. So actions and steps that you could take are to set career goals, update your resume, step into the spotlight, balance your work with emotional well-being. Leo, again, sun, moon, or rising. So the energy for you in the spring equinox is about expansion and learning anything, really. It's just learning in general. You may feel a pull to explore new horizons or like new philosophies. Travel, take a course, or dive into a new subject, broaden your perspectives, and share your knowledge is going to be some actionable steps for you. Virgo. So transformation and shared resources are going to be heightened for Virgo. You may feel a need to let go of old patterns or debts. You want to focus on financial planning, healing, and releasing what no longer serves you, and embrace change, which I think that's going to be the challenge for Virgo during spring equinox. Libra. So for Libra, relationships and partnerships are going to take center stage. You're going to feel a desire to connect deeply with others. You want to strengthen your closest relationships, negotiate compromises, and seek balance in your interactions. Scorpios, sun, moon, or rising. Health and daily routines are going to be the focus for you. You may feel motivated to improve your habits and productivity. Start a fitness routine, organize your schedule, prioritize self-care. Small changes will have a big impact for Scorpio. I like that song, sister. Sagittarius. So creativity and self-expression are going to be heightened for Sagittarius. Again, sun, moon, or rising. You feel inspired to pursue joy and passion, engage in hobbies, express yourself artistically, and spend time with loved ones. Embrace your inner child, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn, again, sun, moon, or rising. Home and family matters will take priority for you, Capricorn. You may feel a need to create stability and security. Focus on your living space, connect with family, and nurture your emotional foundation. Aquarius, spring equinox for you is communication and learning again. Emphasize. You'll feel curious and eager to share your ideas, write, teach, or engage in meaningful conversations. Stay open to new perspectives. And lastly, we have Pisces. So, Pisces, finances and self worth are in focus. You may feel motivated to improve your material security. Set financial goals, budget wisely, and value your skills. Avoid overspending or self doubt. All right, here are going to be some best practices for everyone during spring equinox. Set intentions because you can use the equinox energy to set clear, actionable goals for the coming months. Embrace change because you can be open to new opportunities so you can take bold steps towards your dreams at this time. Find balance, reflect on areas of your life that feel out of alignment, and take steps to restore harmony. Connect with nature. This is my new thing. Spend time outdoors to recharge and align with the season's energy. And I don't think it's a new thing. I think we're just coming out of that, like, what do they call it? Like the winter blues or whatever, like winter sadness, winter depression, seasonal depression, whatever. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like winter. But it's like we're coming out of it. So it's like, of course, I want to be out more. It's warmer outside now, right? All right. Take initiative. Aries, fiery energy is going to encourage action. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. That's going to be huge. I should have moved that to number one, honestly. And then, of course, practice gratitude. Acknowledge the blessings in your life and cultivate a positive mindset. All right, guys, that's what I have for spring equinox. Now I'm going to tell you about the spread that I'm using tonight. So I'm actually going to use the Sandra gifted these to me. I can't, is it Vintage Wisdom? I think it's Vintage Wisdom. And that's what we're going to use. I'm going to clarify with some tarot. I have the Soul's Journey for guidance, but here's the spread. Are you ready? We're going to pick two cards. And I'm going to look at, for each group, 1, 2, 3, or 4, as everybody pick their group. I'm going to look at where we are out of balance in our life with the first two cards. Then I'm going to pick two more cards, 3 and 4. And I'm going to look at how we can bring these forces into balance. And then I'm going to pick two more cards. And we're going to look at what will bloom when we find our balance, right? And then I'm going to close it out with a guidance card. And I will timestamp them each. I see Tiona on Facebook. Welcome. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to start with group 1, 2344, because I've seen it. Vintage Wisdom, is that it, Sandra? I tried looking for the box right before we started. It's here. Just didn't find it. All right, two cards come out right away. Purity and love. So if you picked group 1, where are you out of balance in your life? Purification. It could be one thing. I don't think that's actually two different things. Purity and love. It's like you're releasing something from your past. It's giving a little bit of, bad hurt, pain, and previous relationship, group 1, and it's like you're carrying that with you And that needs to be cleansed, removed, healed, that type of energy. I am going to clarify, guys. All right, let's pick 2 more. If you picked group 1, how can you bring these forces into balance? I mean, I feel like that's pretty easy. You're going to have to release something, let go of something. Let's see what comes out. New beginnings comes out, and expression comes out. Interesting. The expression is throwing me off a little. I feel like new beginnings is easy. We're going to cover her butt so YouTube doesn't yell at us. So group 1, is it possible that you're not allowing yourself to start over? Am I talking to someone in group 1 who's like, oh, this relationship didn't work, so, you know, love just isn't for me? That's kind of the vibe that I'm picking up here. I don't necessarily want to make it about love, but I mean, like, the first card off the gate, right? Or I guess second card off the gate. All right, let's look at what will bloom when you find balance. What will bloom when you find balance, group 1? You have strength and protection. How interesting. Look at that. Release on the bottom. No way, right? All right, I'm going to use the Modern Goddess Tarot. Let's clarify a little bit for group 1. I definitely am getting a little bit of this story where it's like, someone hurt you, right? Group 1, something's happened and you're fearful of it happening again. So I don't know, the expression is throwing me off, but it's like, I feel like when you can release that idea or that belief, give yourself a fresh start, cleanse the heart, type of heart space, type of energy. You move into this like strength. Maybe it's because you realize that you're protected. And there's definitely something about the 2 swans sticking out to me. All right, let's clarify group 1. 10 of Cups comes out right away. So it is going to be about love. Cups are love and emotion. 10 of Cups is happy home, happy family. It's emotional contentment. It's definitely giving this energy like, I don't know, broken home, divorce, something. So it's like, oh, well, this thing happened. So I'm getting to like, is this union? Like, can you heal from this, whatever this karmic situation was? And I know it's karmic because this is the thing that's in balance. And 10 of Cups comes out. 10 of Cups is a really good card. 10 of Cups is like getting everything you want when it comes to love. But coming out in the imbalanced situation that has to do with love, it tells me that like, you know, someone hurt you, group 1, and it's going to be in a home situation. So this is like, you know, spouse, partner, this type of issue. And it's like giving this feeling like, I can't get this new beginning. I can't release something from my past. I'm still holding on to something. And I don't know, I see the child. So maybe this has something to do with children. But it's like, I can't let go of this thing to be able to start over. And it's definitely giving like karmic vibe, healing vibe, you know, dark night of the soul energy. And is this union here, strength and protection? Two of Swords comes out. I don't feel like you're stuck, group 1. I feel like you're choosing to stay stuck. Maybe you say things. Maybe that's why expression is here. I mean, it could be the mind as well, swords energy, but swords are communication. So it's like maybe you say things, group 1. Maybe you tell yourself, like I said earlier, oh, you know, it didn't work out, so love isn't for me. There's something. It's like something you're doing with your thoughts or what you're saying or speaking into existence is keeping you in this like stagnant, stuck energy. I think what's blooming for group 1 when you're able to release this energy and heal from this energy is union, right? We have strength and protection. The only relationship, I mean, we have lots of relationships. Like our whole channel, PLR is like it's based on relationships, right? Like we come out, we talk about twin flames. That's a relationship. That's a type of relationship, right? We talk about soulmates. That's a type of relationship. We talk about karmics. That's a type of relationship. Spirit. I don't want to say that spirit's not. My ears just started ringing. Okay, I don't want to. I'm just gonna stick with what I was gonna say. I don't want to say that spirit does not protect karmic relationships because we put such a bad these are all labels, okay, and we put such a bad label on things. Like when I say karmic, immediately people are like, oh no, I don't want that, that's bad. And I'm not saying group one, I'm not saying that karmics are, they're challenging, right? That karmic is a lesson. We're learning a tough challenging lesson, right? But this is giving me union, one, because I'm seeing the two swans, right? And it's definitely giving like twin flame vibes, but it's more because it's spirit, it's strength, the strength card, but it's like spirit is protecting this energy. So that's giving me more like, spiritual, more twin flame type of energy. It's almost like if you can release the karmic belief, the karmic relationship, if you can understand, learn the karmic lessons. Maybe it's just understand that it was a karmic lesson instead of telling yourself, oh, this is me from now on, right? Like just understand that it was just a lesson and you can move forward from there. And from there, you have strength and protection. And the Crone of Wands, big confirmation. Okay, so I'm using the Modern Goddess Tarot, and there's no kings, there's no masculine, I know, right? There's no males in the Modern Goddess Tarot. They're all feminine energies. So Crone of Wands, the crone, of course, is wisdom. You've gained wisdom, you've implemented, you've integrated, right? Look at this, big confirmation again. The Lovers on the bottom. It's Gemini energy, but again, I picked the Modern Goddess Tarot. So instead of like, Rider Waite, where it shows those two happy, beautiful people holding hands, and it's like, oh, the lovers, right? And the Modern Goddess Tarot, it actually just shows one person. She's holding a mirror and she's looking into the mirror, and there's some self-reflection going on. But that's the actual meaning of the lovers. The actual meaning is that you choose to love and heal yourself. I think that's what happens to group one. All right, I'm going to pull the soul's journey for guidance to close out for group one, and then we'll move on to the next one. Came right out. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. On the bottom, we have the worry card. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Ooh, I don't know about you, group one, but I'm definitely learning that lesson. All right, I'm going to leave that there, guys. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and then we'll move on to group two. All right, who all picked group two? We're still doing good. Sound is still loud and clear. Ooh, sister, join us on our members. That's pretty cool. Love you, sister. So, does it light up green on yours, or is that just my restream? No, it's mine. Sweet. Sandra sent you the flowers through the jewels thing that you were talking about. Oh, that doesn't show on there. Let me go. It shows it on mine, but it doesn't it doesn't give me the option to send them. So I want to ask Sandra how she managed to do it. How'd you do it, Sandra? We've been wondering how the jewels go or whatever it is.
I looked up. It says it should be like right here for me, but there's nothing.
I don't have nothing there either.
Yeah. So Sandra figured it out before the rest of us. She's gonna have to give us a tutorial.
Yeah, Sandra, you're gonna have to teach us. All right. Get back over here. Group 2. Sandra says group 2 for me. All right, here we go. Ready? 35 even because I've seen it. All right, so group 2. We're looking at what is blooming. What is blooming? Spring equinox. Spring equinox is going to be all about finding balance this year. That's going to be the key for everybody. Doesn't matter who you are. So group 2, I'm going to start out with, where are you out of balance? Where are you out of balance in life? Picked group 2. Where are you out of balance? Your shadow self came out right away. And the dreams comes out right away. On the bottom, we have awakening. Ooh, group 2. Sandra, spankings. I mean, I don't shoot the messenger. But shadow self and the dreams card and then awakening here on the bottom, overall energy. It's where are you out of balance? One, there's a lot more with this dreams card than like meets the eye. There's a whole bunch going on here. Let's start with shadow self. If you picked group 2, you're struggling to work with your shadow self. You're struggling to accept your shadow self. You're struggling to integrate your shadow self. This was me. This was me 6 months ago. Okay. So first, I think the biggest thing for me was understanding what my shadow self was. I forgot to turn the camera back on because I'm silly. All right, there we go. Camera. Okay. Shadow self, dreams, awakening. Um, when I was going through this part of my journey, you guys remember when I got my shadow journal? Y'all remember that? There was a shadow journal. It was like on TikTok that became super popular. I may have it in here. I don't. But it came super popular on TikTok, and everybody was buying it. Actually got 2 of them. I know, right? And then I made my own. I was like, well, I can do this. I can make my own. I actually made a twin flame one that I was gonna like release and give out to people. Until I realized that like um, working with our shadow self is a very personal journey. It's not something you can really push on to people. It's one of those things where it's like you can lead them to water, but you can't make them drink type of thing. So I think it was like, once I started working on my shadow work and understanding what that meant and understanding what all these labels were that they were putting on everything, what it was, that's what made it easier for me. So let me explain to you what I like my understanding, I guess, of my shadow self is, right? So we all have light and dark, okay? We all do. We all have good and bad. There's no perfect person out here, okay? The goal in life is to ride that middle line, right? Like that's the goal. Bring it into balance and you're not being, too kind, not being too mean, right? All right. So when people talk about like working on their shadow self, they're talking about working on the energies that they see less favorable about themselves. Um, for me, a lot of things came up for me when I started, the shadow journal, where I started to like be able to see where I was people pleasing. Like I thought I was this badass, like this Aries badass that walked around just, people would call me Captain Kickass, right? Like I thought that's who I was. But then I started working on this journal and I started realizing I'm a pushover. I'm a pushover. I'm a people pleaser. I want everybody to be happy. I will cut off my own leg to please someone else. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that type of shit. And so it shook me. It took me a minute to understand certain parts of me that were like extremely to the shadow side, right? And I had to heal that energy, and I had to find balance in that energy. um then what happened was, I started after I started focusing on that kind of stuff, I started focusing on the things that I thought were like bad about me, right? Like, people say that I'm blunt, or I'm, my kids call me savage. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So it was like, I thought that I needed to be kinder, or I needed to be, because I was, learning about all this stuff that I was doing. I was like, I was mean to people because I was tired of being a pushover. So I was like, why don't I, I shouldn't be mean to you. I should be extra kind, right? And it's like, no, that's not it at all. You can't be one or the other. You have to find the middle. And come to find out, like my mouth, my bluntness, my say it to your face type of, like energy, actually works in my favor. It's kept me safe and sane and alive in many different times in my life, right? And I'm learning that the things we thought were okay actually need work, and the things that we thought were bad are actually our superpower. And it's like, once we learn that, and once we learn how to balance that energy and bring it, like I said, to the middle, right? Not too much one way or the other, then that's when we're integrating our shadow self. That's when we're unstoppable, right? Like, that's the goal here. That's what we're doing in this entire awakening. Like, that's the process. So if you pick group two, you're struggling to understand what your shadow self is. You're struggling to understand how to integrate that energy, how to work with that energy, how to have acceptance with that energy of yourself, right? And is it possible that it's stopping you, it's hindering you, it's keeping you from being able to reach something? If this is the case, and you feel like you're in limbo, you feel like, man, I've done the work, I've awakened, I took the glasses, I see the things, but you feel like nothing else has happened. Okay, now what, right? If that's you, it's going to be because you haven't learned and integrated your shadow self. Also, is it possible that, I don't know how many people tell me they don't dream? Guys, everybody dreams. I don't I don't know how to tell you that, and like, I don't know, make you believe me. You can't believe, I don't know. Believe it, don't believe it. God says everybody dreams, okay? And it's because we're not really like sleeping per se, right? Like, when we're at night, we're actually, that's a whole other show. Point is, everybody dreams. Now, you may not remember your dreams, and again, don't shoot the messenger, but most of the time when people don't remember their dreams, it's because there is an intake of something that is causing your body. And let me just give you an example. I smoke. I'm a fan of the Mary Jane. Spirit is definitely giving me the lessons in moderation and yada yada. But that for years and years, kept me from being able to remember my dreams. It really wasn't until Spirit said, "Hey, Rosa, I'm gonna need you to go make this book," and I learned about passive income. Um, that I actually started paying attention to my dreams. It's a guided dream journal, by the way, in case you're wondering, like, you're struggling to understand your dreams. But anyway, um, please, if you pick group two, you're probably going to tell me that you don't dream. That's not a true statement. I need you to wake up in the morning and journal. Wake up in the morning and journal. That first 5 minutes before you get out of bed, before you get something to drink, before, if you can help it, I couldn't. I'm 45 years old. My bladder is not what it used to be. I'm going to the bathroom first, okay? But you know what I'm saying? If you can help it before your feet hit the ground, take a few moments, write anything down. That's why I like the morning pages from the Artist Way, because it's such a good practice to have anyway, period. But those first morning thoughts, everything you dreamed about is going to come out in those messages. It may not say, "Oh, I dreamed about a pretty flower today," but it may talk about a seed that you're going to plant. something that you're going to nurture, something that you're going to grow. You see what I'm trying to say? And it's going to tell you what you're dreaming about. You start journaling like that every morning, you're going to start to remember your dreams. That's just the way it works. I do feel like the dreams card is there's a lot of information there. You could also be receiving messages in your dreams. I'm hearing a whole bunch. All right, I know that was a lot for group two. Let's do cards 3 and 4. How can you bring these forces into balance? How can you bring the forces into balance? We have peace here. Um, there's something about like see divine timing. Peace, thought, interesting. So I got fear with shadow self. Like I'm scared to learn about my shadow self, or I don't really know what that means. I'm having confusion, like that type of energy. But then it's how can you balance this? We have peace and thought. So it's like, are you struggling with peace of mind? Are you like, do you know that you're not integrating your shadow self? Like, do you know what's holding you back, group two? I mean, that definitely could be possible. Spirit could be saying like, don't over push yourself. Everything happens in divine timing. Like don't beat yourself up about anything. Like what I said earlier rings true, and you're like, oh shit, that's me. I don't know. I smoke too much MJ, and I can't, remember my dreams. Beating yourself up about that is not going to help the process. Okay, it's not going to help the situation. There's no need to like I don't know overthink something. You definitely need to have like peace of mind. Don't worry about it. It's just gonna be that Aries energy. Don't worry about the right time. Don't worry about what's already happened. Don't worry about waiting until you feel better or you're more at peace. Just start doing it tomorrow morning, first thing when you wake up, right? Like just start doing it. I think it's gonna give you like peace of mind. And I feel like Spirit saying something about divine timing. Maybe whenever we cause these types of delays, it's like maybe there was something you needed to learn, like a lesson you really needed to be able to take in so that further down your journey, you don't have like the same repeat or some hiccup where you have to go back and learn a lesson again, right? Maybe like you had to really like put time and invest into this period of your life before you could actually, take action, move forward. The divine timing definitely stuck out to me. All right, let's look at what will bloom when you find your balance. Group two, what will bloom when you find your balance? Discernment and grace. I love that. On the bottom, we have the innocence. It's definitely giving, you know what it's giving? 6 of Cups. You see it? It's giving like 6 of Cups reunion energy. All right. I'm getting us a little bit something more with the grace card. There's something about needing things to go with the flow or like the discernment. So what's going to happen when you're able to, I'm burping a lot. There's a lot of confirmation here. Okay, so what's going to happen when you are able to find the balance with the shadow self and integrate the shadow self and maybe receive some messages from your shadow self through your dreams is you're going to be able to discern like where you're going, where you're headed. I felt this energy of like you feel stuck, like you feel like you've gotten so far in your journey and now you're just in limbo. I feel like the grace card is more about this flow of energy and being able to go with that flow of energy. So it's like you're going to be able to discern, you're going to be able to see what steps you need to take to be able to get things moving. That's what I'm getting there. All right, let's look at the shadow self and dreams for group two. The Hierophant comes out, big confirmation. So the Hierophant is Taurus energy, but it's also about one, it's thinking outside the box. See how she's got her foot like on the church house or church picture. It is about your spiritual belief, so it's thinking outside the box. I mean, group two, you could be someone that when I talk to you about shadow self and I don't know, getting in touch with like your witchy vibe. That could be like a total turn off for you. You could have like grown up in this very like religious home, and maybe certain labels or certain words like, rub you the wrong way. I don't know. But I feel like group two, there's something about your spiritual beliefs of outgrown something. It's more than what you have been told or something like that. All right, let's look at peace and thought. So this is how you're going to bring balance to these forces, right? If you picked group two, Three of Wands comes out. That's an easy one. You just need to start taking action. And remember, I said that right there when we got to those cards. I said, this is that Aries energy where you don't want to wait until like something's perfect timing. You're just going to start doing it now. Like first thing in the morning, if you take a nap and you wake up from your nap tonight, I want you to get a piece of paper and write for the first 5 minutes after you wake up. But if you go to sleep tonight, when you wake up in the morning, I want you to write for the first 5 minutes when you wake up. And even if you do remember your dreams, right? That would be so rare because I feel like most of you say you don't remember your dreams. But let's say you do remember your dreams. Write that down. Write your dreams down, all of them, every day. There's messages, there's symbols, there's different things that's coming through your dreams. There's a reason that we dream, right? But Three of Wands is like you're going to start taking new action. You're going to get excited about taking new action. All right, group two, discernment and grace. I feel like you're just going to start to know which direction to take. Right now, you feel like you're not sure. You feel like you're in limbo. Things aren't moving. You feel like you've done all the things. And now you're just got this now what type of energy. Look at that. Four of Wands comes out. So Four of Wands is the 11 card. It does definitely give some twin flame vibes as well. But it's firm foundation and financial security. I think that's what your goal is. And I think that's what's in limbo. And I think that's what's going to come and like get into the flow as soon as you start working on the shadow self and integrating that shadow self. Eight of Wands is on the bottom. Eight of Wands says sudden changes. Quick information, sudden changes. All right, let's take a soul's journey for guidance for group two. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus. You could be a Taurus. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Blame is on the bottom. I accept responsibility for my well-being. There definitely was this energy like peace of mind. There's no reason to blame yourself, to go, oh my gosh, I caused this delay. It doesn't matter. It made you stronger, wiser, braver, all the things, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there, group two. I hope that was helpful. Does everybody see that comment?
Yeah.
What's it say? What does it say?
From my understanding, this person was saying their name, they're asking you if they will be passing whatever their exams they're taking in April.
Let's see.
Sandra just responded to them to let them know tonight's picture.
Oh, I see.
I just saw it right when she was messaging them back for her.
Sandra says, man, I would be picking the group that's assigned homework. Oh, it's so funny.
Never too old.
All Alright, guys. Group 3. I am feeling better. Like, almost completely all better. But I swear, it's like every time I do live, and it's like as soon as we reach that hour mark,
start lagging.
I'm tired. My nose will start running out of nowhere.
I deal with that crud.
I know. My throat don't hurt no more, but it definitely gets dry. All right, I'm almost ready for it. Ooh, big yawn.
Yeah, I've got a sore throat, but it's from singing at the top of my lungs for 10-hour drives yesterday.
Concert.
I know, I told Scott, like, when we were almost home, I was like, man, I'm gonna feel it tomorrow. Yeah. 5 hours there, 5 hours back, lots of singing at the top of my lungs.
That's what I normally do. Like, normally when I drive here or I'm going back to Kentucky, I have the radio on and I'm singing loud, top of my lungs.
Obnoxiously.
On the way here this last time, I listened to Mary Jo, the Soulful Revolution lady. I had to catch up.
Scott's been listening to his audiobooks as he drives.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that it helps the time go a little quicker. Well, I'm seeing it. I'm catching it. 5:55, group 3. 5, 5, 5, 5. 55, 55. All right, I'm loving the 5s. It means there's some change. There's some change, group 3. All right, so we're looking at Spring Equinox energy. I made this spread. I'm going to pull 2 cards. I'm going to look at where we're out of balance. Group 3. I picked group 3. I always pick group 3. Spirit does not like it. I'm stubborn.
I
know. It's the Aries. It's the Aries makes me stubborn. I'm like, no, I'm sticking to it. Group 3. Intention comes out. Ooh, spankies. Harmony comes out. Ooh, more spankies. All right. How I can bring balance to these forces, compassion and listening. All right. And what will bloom if I do? Nature and adventure. I'm loving it. Okay. I mean, we're getting the spankings, but it's not that bad. Abundance is on the bottom. All right. So here's the problem with group 3. Ready? What's out of balance? Literally harmony. What would be, sister, give me some keywords for harmony. I'm having a brain fart.
Harmony?
Yeah, like what are some keywords for harmony?
Let's see. Consonants. Balance, symmetry.
Balance is going to be major.
Blending.
Compatibility. Peace. Is peace on there? Agreement. Yes.
Amicability.
Yes. Okay.
Solidarity.
So group 3. I don't think that group 3 is going out with the intention of causing chaos. I don't feel that that's what's happening for group 3, because I picked group 3, and I know that when I leave the house, I'm not going out like, man, I'm just going to go stir shit up. Is that what happens? Most of the time. But that's not my intention, right? But could I do more? This is where I'm at, literally, in my personal life. Could I do more to bring harmony and peace into my life? Yes, absolutely. Am I willing to? That's where spirit kind of has me a little bit in the, discipline department, right? That's where I'm being called to the principal's office because in some situations, I'm like ready to surrender. I'm like, okay, I understand. I need to have some compromise here, yada, yada. And then there's other situations where I don't know, maybe I'm still angry about something. Maybe I'm still mad. I'm still hurt about something. Um, Again, if you pick group three, we're probably going to have some collective vibes here. Are you ready? I pick group three, right? So I tend to get angry when I'm hurt. Does anybody else do that? Do you get mad when someone hurts you?
Yes.
I don't like, well, I mean, that's not true. Now I've had, spiritual awakening. Now I cry in front of everybody. But before in life, and I still don't like it, so much. But before I was that person that I didn't show you that I cried. I came out again, Captain Whoop Ass, right? Like I'm just gonna whoop your ass and that's it. I have no compassion, right? Um, um, and I think it was because, and I'm not trying to put any blame here, right? I had a rough childhood, and then I had three boys, and I was married to we like to call them karmics, for 20 years. So I feel like I kind of had to be this way, just to survive life, right? And then now, as I'm having my spiritual awakening, spirit's like, hey, Rosa, have you ever heard of compassion? um, so, and that's where I'm at right now. Like that's literally in my journey where I'm at. I'm having to learn to have compassion and understanding, for people, where I'm judging and I feel like, oh, well, that they should have done it my way, or they should have done it this way, or they should have done that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning that everyone has like their own journey, their own path. Just because their path is different than mine doesn't make their path wrong, or whatever. Everything has purpose, right? Everything has purpose. Everything has reason. Everything, literally. So in my journey right now, I guess what Spirit's saying is that it needs to be more balanced, is I need to be able to bring more peace into my life in all areas, in all areas. This energy of Captain Whoop Ass for group three. And I'm not saying that it's dying or it's out or we're throwing it to the curb. We're just learning to find the balance between the whoop ass and the compassion, right? Does that make sense, group three? That's what I'm getting here. If we can balance this out by listening and having compassion, right? I think what's going to come in, what's blooming, is these new adventures, and maybe even some traveling. Like I see the Pierce thing, but it's all about abundance, right? Abundance and the nature. I mean, definitely could have something to do with nature, but I think it's more about something comes naturally for group three. Like you're fighting, 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 trying to do something. And it's like the moment I can connect with this energy and find this balance in my life, suddenly this passive income that spirit told me to make starts ticking. You see what I'm trying to say? It's giving that vibe. Which, by the way, it ticks. It's ticked every month since we started it. I probably should do better about, telling people about my dream journal. I'm really bad about, I love making the ads and all the graphics and stuff like that. But like when we're doing lives, it's like, I don't think to go, hey, you should go buy my guided dream journal if you're struggling to remember your dreams or understand your dreams, right? But yeah, you should. The link is always in the description box. All right, let's clarify for group three, intention and harmony. Set your intention, make peace your purpose, right? Crone of Swords. Listening. So swords is not always communication. I do feel like people like spirit saying, the crone, be authentic, speak your truth, all those things. But I think a lot of times when we see sword energy, we immediately think it's about communicating or it's about what's going on in our own head space, like our own mind. But it's also about listening, listening. So communication is speaking and listening. I don't know about you guys, group 3, but I am still working on this. Um, I'm I'm becoming aware, right? So I'm getting more awareness. And again, the shadow self and all of this stuff, right? All of this stuff that I'm learning about. I am so rude. I'm so rude. I interrupt people. I will talk over people. I am I don't know, not a good listener. And I know that sounds funny because I'm also a twin flame coach. I also do like live one-on-ones where you call and talk to me and tell me for an hour what's going on in your life, right? So it's like I find it interesting that spirit said, hey, I need you to do this, and guided me to start the one-on-ones. And it's teaching me, literally teaching me how, like, I'm learning how to listen. It's definitely like as I'm learning, as I'm going through the journey, right? And the only reason that I'm able to do it on a like listens or get the information as well in a one-on-one, is literally because spirit is guiding me, because I'm here, it's quiet, and I can hear spirit say, ask about this, maybe mention this, you see what I'm saying? Or I'll get like a vision, or I'll see something, or you see what I'm trying to say? And it's like I just follow the guidance and I'm able to listen and conversate, and we're able to have a one-on-one. But Rosa, in everyday life, out in the real, in the 3D world, is rude as crap. Like, cannot stop talking, apparently. I guess that's why we had to start PLR. But yeah, so I'm learning to communication is not always about talking. It's listening. And I don't mean listening like just stop talking and hear somebody say something. I mean listening like stop what you're doing and pay attention until you understand what it is that they're saying. Does that make sense? Like, that's where I'm at. So, Crone of Swords, of course, be authentic, speak your truth, but is it possible that you need to have more compassion and be able to listen and hear other people's truths as well, right? Four of Cups comes out, big confirmation, because Four of Cups, again, is about having all the ingredients to be able to manifest something. And look how we have the abundance card was on the bottom, remember? So you're trying to manifest something that you want, right? But Four of Cups is that card where the arms are crossed, the energy is blocked off. It's like, nope, this isn't what I want, so I'm not going to pay attention, right? I'm definitely getting that for group 3. It's time to get quieter, and it's time, and I'm not saying get quiet, like stop talking. Find your outlet, create your own YouTube channel, do a channel where you have to talk and tell people stuff, right? Get it out. But there's going to be times where spirit's going to ask you to sit, pay attention, listen to what people have to say, have compassion, have understanding for what it is that they're telling you. Do not move forward in what it is that you want and what you want to say until you understand what they're saying to you, right? All right. Something's going to happen naturally. I feel like when you find this balance, something happens naturally. I feel like what happens naturally is abundance, and I feel like it definitely takes you on new adventures. I turn over the 10 of Cups, big confirmation in the perfect placement. What group was it where it came out over here? 10 of Cups, and your outcome is everything you want, right? Happy home, happy family, emotional contentment. This is what you've been waiting for, group 3. Listen, take time to listen. All right, let's pull happy family, happy home, by the way. That's what's blooming. That's what you're growing, nurturing, all the things. Let's pull a soul's journey for guidance. Look at the happiness card. I love it. I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. Absolutely beautiful. Group 3. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helps. Let's clean up. And we have one more. Did you pick group 4, sister?
Yep, I am in my mode.
Nice.
I couldn't decide between 2 and 4, so I just closed my eyes and just played eating money.
Sister picked group 4. I seen the butterfly. Alright, let me grab some water.
Sandra, you're making me like jelly with all this jewels thing.
What jewels? What?
She's sending you all these gifts through the jewels thing, and I want to know
Oh,
to do
I want to
it.
go see how it looks like.
It just looks like a little gift box right here, and then it says it's like a little red gift box with a bow, and it says Sandra sent flower for 30 jewels. So it'll be like Sandra sent floating heart for 10 jewels, but it won't show like everything I've looked up. I even watched the whole video. It doesn't show it like that on my end, so I don't know how she's doing it. Sherry said same, Nima, 2 or 4. I couldn't decide, so.
See, that's why I'm stubborn. I stick with the 3, and that way I don't cause myself any extra stress.
But then
that's totally really pointless. I know. Spirit tells me all the time. Like, quit telling them that, Rosa. You're supposed to be using your intuition.
Not anything, sister.
You know what? I'm learning though. Seriously.
But you're stubborn.
I'm stubborn, and they're all for me, so they all help me in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Sandra says the little box inside the comment. Yeah, I don't have it. That's why I'm irritated.
Yeah, I don't have it either. It doesn't show it on mine. I wonder if I signed into like a different YouTube.
The only thing I have is the little money thing. It doesn't show the
I have the money thing. I have a heart. I can send.
There's supposed to be like a little box between the heart and the money thing for the jewels, and I don't have it.
Maybe it's like an update on it. Who knows?
I even tried on the tablet and the phone. Everything, it's not working.
Sherry said they all hitting me. I know. That's how it is for me. They all are hitting in some area of my life somewhere.
Usually, like there'll be something from the other groups that resonates or whatever.
Sandra, it's probably an update or something. Like we probably just don't got our stuff. That's not true. I did an update on this computer when I got here.
Well, I checked my tablet and my phone. It doesn't.
Yeah, I don't
know. All up to date. It doesn't show.
Maybe it's only giving it to certain people. That's possible. YouTube does that from time to time.
That whole YouTube video I watched on how to do it, none of it actually matters because it doesn't show. So, I don't know.
It's so new. I feel like I wonder.
Right.
Who knows? Super cool though. I love you. Thank you, Sandra.
Yeah. Maybe eventually. It's supposed to look just like the ones on TikTok do when you click on the gifts for TikTok.
Oh, that would be cool.
This is how it's supposed to look, but it's supposed to be for jewels, but on YouTube. But this is for TikTok. It's supposed to be similar, except it's not showing up on any of the. I read one where it said use the app to do it, but it doesn't show up on the app either. So. You might be right. It might just be showing up for certain people.
They do that sometimes where it's like only certain people have the option.
It's just annoying because I want to do it.
Yeah, I know. I want to click it to see what happens. All right, group 4. Are we ready?
Here we go.
Let's do 1241.
1241.
I like the ones. All right, so Spring Equinox, March 20th. That's what we're looking at tonight. We're going to look at how to find balance. And when you find that balance, group 4, what will bloom in your life? What is it?
Tell me.
So I'm going to start out, where are you out of balance? Let's find out that first. Where is group 4 out of balance? All right, first card comes out, Patience in reverse. Ooh, are you giving something too much time? All right, so let's get one more, please.
I turn the camera back on.
Oh, I do that all the time. Sorry. Interesting. And Union comes out. I love that Union card. There we go. All right. Patience came out in reverse. So it's kind of telling me that it's interesting too. She has her eyes crossed. So it's almost like, ooh, I don't want to see something. Giving something too much time. Or I don't think it's like you're being patient, you're waiting, happily everything's okay. I think it's like too much. That's why it was in reverse. And then union, totally throwing me off. I mean, union is union, integrating your masculine and your feminine energies, right? I mean, it definitely could have something to do with a relationship, union with a person, but I'm not really seeing anyone else. Both pictures are individual, so I feel like this has to do with you, group 4, not necessarily another person. All right. Let's look at how you can balance this, how you can put balance to these energies. We have centering coming out. That's pretty direct. And playfulness. That's pretty opposite of centering. How interesting. I guess that's the balance, right? And I mean, centering is literally the balance, right? Like you're finding the center of the situation. Playfulness could definitely also be some guidance, like have a lighthearted energy when it comes to something. I don't know. Group 4, the union card is throwing me off. So let's throw it out. All right. So now you need to bring something into center that has to do with something that you're giving too much patience to. You're giving it too much time to do something. I'm not sure. Maybe you're giving it too much time to get serious. Playfulness coming out with how you need to balance that out. And I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. You would know, right? If you pick group 4 and you're like, the thing I'm giving too much time is like maybe it's a person and they're not taking something seriously. Maybe they're not taking you seriously, right? That could be it. If they are taking you serious, then it's like maybe you need to calm the energy down, right? Maybe you need to make it more playful. But I think it's the opposite. I think someone's not taking you serious. And I don't know. I don't know what the union card. I don't know why you wouldn't take yourself serious when it comes to like balancing your own inner union. It is giving the lady at the well as well. I mean, it could be relationship, but it's just a one person and it's a union card. I know we like to think of union, especially on this journey, as like union between two people and yada yada, but it's not. Union is just balancing your own inner masculine and feminine energies. All right, let's see what happens. Let's say you balance this out. You stop giving something too much time. Innocence comes out. Abundance card again. Reflection comes out. I'm definitely picking up some twin vibes. I feel like I picked up twin vibes in all 4 groups. I almost even tried not to, but it's like they just came out strongly. Abundance and then surrender here is on the bottom. I did see some butterflies when I was shuffling, so butterflies could be significant to you. The butterflies are on this one as well. Let's get the tarot out. So maybe I'm completely wrong, and maybe it's twin flame, and maybe it is like physical union. I said something about the cards were individual, and they all are until you get to what comes from this, what blooms from this, what's blooming. We see the couple. It gives me this innocence card in this deck gives me 6 of Cups vibes. It looks like the 6 of Cups. It gives me like that reunion type of energy coming back together. And then the reflection is here. So there could be something about like personal reflection, maybe doing like some inner, looking at yourself and what you need to heal and maybe how you need to be more grounded and maybe how you need to make the energy lighter and be more playful. Yes, maybe. For some of you, it's something to do about being too patient about something, not taking something seriously. And I feel like it has something to do with the couple innocence and some type of self-reflection. The thing that's throwing me off with the patience and union is that patience came out in reverse. could be you need to give union more patience. I mean, Rosa, have mercy. All right, Crone of Pentacles comes out, taking responsibility. Okay, so Crone of Pentacles is like King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is like the mature one, the smart one, um, the more responsible one. I think it's about taking responsibility. Maybe it's about accountability. Maybe I just heard the word dependability. All right, centering and playfulness. There's that Six of Cups energy. See that? Gives me the same type of vibe. Let's talk about that Six of Cups because I feel like that energy is strong here. Six of Cups is reunion. And I know you'll hear some people say, "Oh, that's not true," but it is. But it is. Six of Cups is thinking back at a time when things were happier, better, and it's about coming together to find that feeling that you're nostalgic over. It's this energy of offering that gift to one another. So there's something here where there could be some type of separation. There could be something about taking responsibility, accountability. I did hear the word dependability. Centering is going to be about finding balance. And again, the playfulness is like, if you're too lenient with something, if you need to be firmer with something, or if you need to be more lenient with something, you'll know. But either way, I think that's what you need to be accountable for or take accountability for. All right, group 4. Innocence and reflection is what happens if you can find this balance. 10 of Wands comes out. I feel like each of the tarot cards that came out to clarify for what's blooming was beautiful, because 10 of Wands, again, more beauty. It's about being able to release your burdens. Something's weighing heavy on you now. Spring Equinox is going to give you this opportunity to like renew something. It is going to be about balance. I mean, you could be doing both. You could be balancing your inner masculine and feminine, and that's what you're taking accountability for. But I think it's more too about bringing some type of the innocence, right? Bringing some type of like clean slate, renewal, re-spark energy when it comes to these two people. It definitely giving couple energy. And 10 of Wands is like, it's going to allow you that clean slate, fresh start, removal of all these burdens, especially when this self-reflection is done, right? 10 of Pentacles is on the bottom. So unlike 10 of Cups that group 3 got, right? Wasn't it through group 3 that got 10 of Cups? 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, remember, is happy home, happy family. It's emotional contentment. Pentacles is a little bit different because it encompasses everything. Your Pentacles encompass your love life, your physical life, your spiritual life. It's literally everything. In the card, it shows everything. It'll show like multiple family members, pets. It talks about work, career, home, everything, right? So it's like, if you can balance this inner masculine, feminine energy, have whatever responsibility, accountability, whatever it is, it's like you're going to be able to come back into union, renew, re-spark something that's going to like allow you to release some type of stress, and in the end it helps you get like literally everything you want. Everything falls into place. I feel like it could be saying like there's this one thing that's causing a hiccup in everything else. All right, let's pull a soul's journey. And here's what I'm going to say I'm noticing. I feel like all the groups got at least one major arcana. I know that 10 of Pentacles is not a major arcana, but I mean, it almost is. It should be, right? And here's what I think about that. I feel like it's not saying that there's not any divinely fated energy. It's not saying that spirit's not stepped in here. I feel like this is something where That's why the patience card was in reverse. This is something that's been needing to happen or like been going on for a long time. So it's like the moment you have this, whatever the accountability is, responsibility, whatever that is, it's like the moment you do that, everything falls into place quickly, right? Falls into place quickly. A lot of times, Spirit, we see a lot of major arcana is when Spirit has to step in and do something for us. With group 4, it's like you're doing the things. All right, 2 cards came out. I dropped both of them. The first one is indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Interesting. So if you're struggling to make some type of decision, freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. I love that one. And let's do one more for group 4, growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. That's what I was picking up, right? All right, I'm going to leave that there for group 4. I hope that was helpful, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. That is going to be our surprise pick a card with our spring equinox energy. I hope the readings were helpful for everyone, guys. If the messages pulled at your heartstrings, make sure to hit that like button for me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Guys, I have a busy next couple of days. But I will be back Sunday night and we will do love and astrology. We're going to be looking at the back end, the last part of March, right? So I hope everyone can join me Sunday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. Thank you, everyone who came in, who participated, all my moderator ladies. I love you all. I appreciate you guys so very much. And that's it. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening and a happy Virgo lunar eclipse. I love you guys, and I'm always, always sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.